All right, tonight, two threats to local schools made today through the Yik Yak app got 10 News digging into the anonymous social media posts. New at 7, the problems we found are troubling. And 10 News reporter Steve Theorina is live at Torrey Pines High School. And Steve, this app is becoming an issue nationwide.
No question, Steve. It's become an epidemic of threats against schools on this social media app, Yik Yak. Now here in San Diego, two today back to back. The first one here at Torrey Pines High School. The lockdown at Torrey Pines High School was announced about mid-morning.
I heard it over the loudspeaker, so I kind of panicked.
With classmates locked in their rooms, he ran off campus and was watching from across the street with worried parents.
That's frightening. It's frightening. We just want to see my kids come out.
There was a similar situation later in the day at Canyon Crest Academy in Carmel Valley. 10 News was there as students left after a 45-minute lockdown. Again, because of a threat on the social media application Yik Yak, saying, quote, "I'm on the way with 3 guns." Students were hunkered down, some texting their parents and friends. We chatted with a couple on FaceTime.
We're trying to keep each other's hopes up, playing games, talking to each other, praying a little bit.
This picture shows a student with a concrete block in hand, ready to defend against an intruder. San Diego police swept both campuses, checking each student's backpacks, and eventually that all clear came.
We kind of got a little scared at first, but then it ended up that it seemed like it wasn't as much of a threat as we thought it was at first, and so we're just glad to be okay.
Oh my God, it was crazy. I had to be in my class for almost 2 hours. It was really stinky.
As for the person behind the online threats,
Well, the kid needs to be taught a lesson.
10 News did some digging and found that this week alone there have been 4 threats against U.S. high schools made through the Yik Yak app. Des Moines, Iowa, Manhattan Beach, and 2 threats against Torrey Pines and Canyon Crest. Last month, the Washington Post reports more than a dozen school threats were made through Yik Yak in just 1 week. And there will be an investigation into the source of those threats and probably some pressure being put on Yik Yak and other sites to try to put an end to these types of anonymous threats. Live at Torrey Pines High, Steve Fiorina, 10 News.
Serious problem there. And here's the bottom line on Yik Yak's policy when it comes to posting anonymously. Even though the app does not ask users to divulge any personal information, it does keep a log of IP addresses. It has GPS coordinates of the message and the time and the date that it was posted. If a threat of violence is made through the site, Yik Yak will turn over that metadata to the proper authorities.